Hello guys, I'll try to show to you how hopefully I'm gonna fix my washing machine Euromaid wm7. I believe I found the problem, but I still don't know if it's gonna work. Just bought the spare parts, so hopefully you guys are gonna see with me if it works or not. So what's the problem? The problem that I had was you basically put your things inside, and whenever you press start, look, nothing really moves. You can turn on, turn off. Now it's because the door is open, but assume that it was closed. You would basically press start, and yeah, things don't change. The temperature don't sometimes change, sometimes doesn't. You can change the program, but anyway, it will not start. That's basically the problem. It will not start. You can press play, it doesn't start. So I checked online, and I saw that the most possible root cause for machine not starting on was lack of water, power, and things like that. Quite basic, which basically most of them were not the case. But I saw one of the reasons, which was basically talking about the door sensor, which basically is just behind this thing here. Just need to unscrew these two things, remove a let me show you. You need to remove this thing here, this piece of iron that is just around here holding it. How do you do that? It's pretty simple. Just try to avoid a knife or something that doesn't cut, so it doesn't damage the rubber here. You just basically pull it out with a knife here on the side where you have the spring. Take it off. Then you pull this thing here on the side, and you're gonna get the door sensor. That's it. Okay, the door sensor, basically I just disassemble it, but basically why the machine is not working is because it thinks it's open. Now it is open, but because it was not working, I need to disassemble, but it will basically assume that the door is always open. That's why it doesn't start. So how did I make sure that was the problem? I basically disassemble the door lock, and you basically, when it's closed, I'm not gonna explain you can find some videos online, but this, can you see here, there's a little plastic part here moving. It needs to be in all the time. So now it's in, you'll see if you have one. And then to simulate that it is closed, often once it's in, this part here needs to go down, because the whole thing warms up and forces it to go down. So I'm going to simulate here. Can you see? So now I'm simulating that the door is closed, and you can see that the lock now appears there, and the machine starts working, and I can even hear the water coming in. I'm gonna stop, otherwise, yeah. So now it's open again. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I just did that as a test to make sure that the problem was here, was not in the main board or anything. So it worked. So I assumed that the problem would be just this part, sorry. And so I ordered online, and I just got the new one here. I will share with you guys the part number in case you want, and let me try to replace it now. Let's see if it works. So hello guys, I had a little problem here, because this plastic here that you can see where I have the numbers had a different shape than the original one, so I could not fit the plug. I don't know why, because it is exactly the same part number. But anyway, I just removed this one from the new one and replaced with the old one. You use the knife here. Hopefully it's gonna work. Okay, so I'll just put the old one here. You'll see, and if you have that problem, you'll just see. Just keep the old part, it's a good idea. Okay, hopefully you'll be able to see. Okay, getting the old one here, and now trying to make it fit. Hopefully it's gonna work. Yeah, works. So now let's see if it fits there. So this is the new part, but this brown part here, I'm using the old one because otherwise the plug doesn't fit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, now it fits really well. That's great. Let me just make sure you can see it well. Okay, now I'm gonna put it back. Just, there's not too much drama. It's really straightforward. Just put it here so it appears back in this hole. Yeah, perfect. Now I just need to use, let me just put that protection here. It was here before. I assume it should make sure it's not gonna get wet. It's not gonna get any water in. That is actually a really good idea. Okay, perfect. Protected against the water. Now we put it back in. Doesn't have the magnets here, so I need to put by hand. Okay, great. Well, that should be enough, at least to test if it's gonna work or not. You're gonna see right now. If all of that was for nothing. So I will just keep it just for the test. The problem is if I yeah, I'm gonna turn it off in case it works. Yes, that's probably a good idea. If I close it here and the machine turns on, I'm gonna stop it. So let me think. Well, I'll just take my chance. I'll close it all and then I'll see if it works, okay? Anyway, if it doesn't work, I don't have any other option. So it has to work. Otherwise I'll need to get rid of the machine. Okay, perfect. Here. Yeah, great. I will just, I have another phone here. I will just adjust the cables inside that I moved a little bit yesterday. It's pretty straightforward and there's no mystery. You will see when you open it. Yeah. Just give me a second. There is like a cable tie inside for you to keep the cables organized. Yeah, and I'm just put them back where they were. Yeah, looks good. Perfect. Now the last thing I need to do is just to put this thing back. So again, I thought it would be hard, but it's not. Just I mean, I have never tried to be honest. I took it off, but I've never put it in. Let's see how it is. Yeah, good. Yeah, perfect. Just the last bit. Yeah, that's it. So it is in place. Great. Now you just, I mean, let's see. I assume that's how you put it. Put it around. It's like when I was younger, I would do that with the bicycle. When you're putting a new air chamber in your bike, that should be probably the same idea. It is a bit painful. 2 people here would be great. Yeah, not too bad. I think I'll just use a tool now because it's almost there. Be careful to not damage the rubber. I think that's it. Okay. So yeah, let me show it to you. Now we're gonna see. So can you see here the iron around it? Honestly, it was not hard. It was my first time. Just put it back. First, make sure that the rubber is in the right location. Then you put the iron around it. Here, just put the screws back. Now let's turn the power on and see if I have a washing machine again, because my backlog is just going up. Okay, let's hope it's not gonna explode. Okay, turned on. That's a good sign. No more drama. Now let's close and let's see if it's gonna appear. Lock that. Awesome. Let me change the temperature. Oops. Yeah. Beautiful. So it worked. I have a washing machine again. Well, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. But that was great. I'm really glad I'm not gonna wash it by hand. Have a great day. Cheers.